Here at LostCreek Lab, we offer two different avenues for billing services. The first is our billing agent service, which is a done-for-you model. So with the billing agent service, usually on a weekly basis, we can do different frequencies depending on your needs, but the most frequent we do is weekly billing. You're sending us your billing, whether that's paper timesheets or some electronic format, whatever you currently use. We continue to work with that format as long as we can receive those services, and then we bill those to EMBS every Wednesday. And then on the following Friday, you're going to have a new report in your dashboard you'll be able to take a look at to see what we were able to successfully bill, along with whether or not there were any denials. And if there were denials, we're going to then be working with you and your county board to resolve those denials and get those rebilled successfully as soon as possible. The cost for our billing agent service is a flat 1% of successful claims that we were able to bill. It's just a month-to-month contract, no long-term commitments or anything like that. We submit the billing, whatever was successful, we then invoice you for 1% of whatever that amount was. Alternatively, if you prefer to do your own billing, we offer monthly subscriptions to our billing software. So we'll jump in and do a quick high-level overview of our billing software. You can see here that we're looking at the client's interface. And of course, for all of our new clients, we're gonna go in with you and get all of your individuals along with their authorizations and everything set up. We'll walk you through that process. But and also there are training videos that we have in here for all of this stuff. So it is very easy to use. We set it up to be as easy as possible to use. This is the tab where you set up your clients that you're working with. You're going to set up their contracts along with all of their authorizations. And then once those are in place, all of these other tabs are where you're going to do your actual billing. So you can see here, if you're doing MRC entries in any group settings, this is as simple as going out and fetching those files from the MSS. If you're familiar with that, we have an import process here where those claims come in via those flat files and automatically get set up. And now we can add these billing entries to a bill to upload into EMBS. Likewise, we've got a time entry interface. Again, very easy to use. We run through a quick example. Assuming we have an individual who every week pretty routinely receives 4 hours of regular HPC every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If I wanted to, I could come in and I could just very quickly enter these Monday, Wednesday, Friday for as many weeks into the future as I wanted to. And you can see below that the system is kind of doing a background check. It's gonna look back at those authorizations that we've set up over here on our contracts and make sure on the front end that this individual is authorized to receive these services, and then also that we've not already billed for them. So what we're trying to do is make sure on the front end that we're resolving as many issues as possible before we go to bill, because if we don't, we go to bill, we've got to wait until Friday to get the error report, and then we can't bill again until next week. The following Friday, we find out if it was successful. So again, just trying to do all that work up front. So after we hit create, we can see that all of those claims are created. We can see the amount here. And now we have all of these draft entries, again, ready to load up on a bill. The unit entries tab is very similar. Obviously, we've got different services listed here. We could do, the same thing for that individual for any mileage they received, but the process looks exactly the same as what we just saw on the time entries tab. So I'll skip that for now. Here on the EMBS bills tab, this is where we're going to create the bills that we're going to add our claims to. I've already created one that we'll use today, which is our demo bill. So what I'll do is run back over to my MRCs. I'm gonna grab all of those, and add them to our demo bill. We'll do the same for our time entries, add all of those to the bill. We didn't create any unit entries, and now we can come back and we can see that all of those claims have been added to this bill. From here, we can dig back into the details if we need to review again what exactly this $5,100 consists of. We can export reports out to Excel if you're a nerd like me and like to do further analysis in Excel, or if you're ready to bill, we're just going to hit this export button. We're going to tell it that we're going to upload on August 6th. Basically, the system is taking a look at the next few EMBS deadlines. Those are each Wednesday, obviously. So we're going to tell it we're going to upload on 8/6 and hit confirm. And then it's going to spit that file out for us. So I've now got that flat file on my computer ready to upload into EMBS. And the reason that we have to tell it when we're going to upload is because if we go back here into our billing tab and we take a look at all of our bills, you can see that some of these are red here on the bill date. And the reason for that is the system is telling us that these claims are ready to reconcile. So it's kind of giving us a visual cue to go back out into EMBS, grab the flat summary files that tell us kind of a final list of what was approved and what was denied. And then we can bring those files back in here into our system, upload them, and then it's going to go through all of those claims and tell you for each one of these bills, we billed X amount here. Of that amount, all of it has been reconciled. There's nothing outstanding. And then when there are denials, you're going to have a separate view here that summarizes all of those denials along with the errors associated with those denials. So when you go to work with your SSAs, you have a very quick look into what remains outstanding, what that total balance is, and it's just a very clean way to keep track of everything you have outstanding. One final thing, if you happen to do any day services billing or non-medical transportation billing, this custom interface, honestly, it is by far the easiest way to bill for any of those services. And just very quickly, the way it works is when you set up your clients, you can mark each of them as yes or no for the ADS section. Those that you mark yes will show up here. And then we have default schedules for everyone. So you can come in and set up whatever their routine schedules are so that each week you can come in and just load those defaults. And you're going to see those default schedules populate down here. And then when we're ready to submit, assuming we don't need to make any changes to these, I'm just going to click submit. We're going to submit that to billing. And on the back end, it's going to do all the processing and the totaling for these claims for the day services or the transportation or the combination thereof. And it's going to compile all of that. And if we jump back over to the billing portal, we should be able to see those entries showing up, which we can. So just like we did before, we can take all of these draft claims, add them to a new bill or the bill that we were just working on, and upload that straight into EMBS. So it was a very quick, high-level overview. As always, should you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email anytime. We're happy to schedule a demo specifically for you where we can take some more time, run through these features, answer any questions you have. But looking forward to working with you.